said, let's choose your own adventure this morning. What are we going to do? I gave the suggestions of gardening, which I desperately needed to do in the garden, a beach walk, which I desperately just love beach walking, and number 3 was go on an adventure in a little area where I haven't walked before and go to a jetty and hopefully do a painting because we haven't painted in like 2 weeks or something. And I decided to turn off the live because no one wants to sit in the car with me while I'm yabbering away driving. So I said, let's turn the live off. So I've done that. So anyway, I've turned up to where I am. Now let me show you where I am. Let me show you where I am. It is raining. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of rain. Just a little bit of rain. So that's okay. But we have a jetty. And I said I was going to walk to another jetty. So I thought, why don't we walk from jetty to jetty? Why not? Because this is my adventure. I'm just going to make it up on the spot, right? Hey, Debbie Sue, welcome back. So I'm changing shoes for this adventure, taking my thongs, flip-flops, thongs off, and we're going to put some normal shoes on. Oh, man, I don't have socks. Okay. We're just going to put normal shoes on without the socks because I don't have any socks. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, right? Because I really want to go. I don't know where we're going to end up. Okay, guys. I said, I've never walked this way before and I'm really excited to, even though it's raining. It's only a little bit of rain, right? A little bit of rain's not going to hurt us. And we have a raincoat and we have a backpack that has a rain jacket on it. Okay, let me just get my shoes on. Okay. Don't know why I'm struggling to put shoes on. Okay, got them on. So I'm down in Shorncliffe. Shorncliffe is on the other side of the bay of where I live, in Redcliffe. And it's only lightly sprinkling, which is great. Great. And we've got some really nice fig trees in front of me. So we've got Moreton Bay figs. I talk about Moreton Bay figs. They're found a lot around Australia, actually. Moreton Bay figs. Okay. I just saw a pelican too, Debbie Sue. I just saw a pelican, which is lovely. I see 3 pelicans as we speak. Show you, Debbie Sue. Look, Debbie Sue. They're down here. Oh, they're flying off now. They're flying off. So this is where I am, guys. I am down in Shorncliffe. We're at a boat ramp. That's the Moreton Bay fig I was just talking about. And this is the jetty that I'm going to start walking from. And then we're going to go to another jetty, a bigger jetty, a long jetty. So this is only a little cute little jetty. He's packing up. He must have been fishing. Anyway, let's quickly, it's not raining anymore, which is great. Great. But it does look like it might rain some more, guys. So it's nice over here, but I don't know. Just to be safe, we're putting shoes on. I was just going to walk in my thongs, flip-flops on my feet, but I'm going to bring a jacket, a rain jacket, and my backpack with my snacks. Now, I'm going to take some money with me because I might be able to have a cheeky beer on the way somewhere, right? A cheeky beer. Okay, I'm not supposed to be drinking alcohol. I mean, not that I'm not supposed to drink alcohol. It's just that, I just haven't been drinking much. But let's take $10. This is $10 Australian, guys. Has anyone seen Australian money? Have you guys seen Australian money? That's $20. So our money is not paper like Debbie Sue. A lot of you guys might be from America, and your money's paper, right? Ours is plastic, and it's got little things on it. That's a $20 note. $20 note. $10 note. $5 note. Know that famous person? Our money is starting to get changed over also. Our money's going to start having the king on it, which is interesting, right? Because we have now a king. And he's not really the king of Australia, but our money still has the British stuff on it. But yeah, anyway, and we also have a $50 note too, and a $100 note. I don't have any of those in my bag. Oh, do I? Hold on. Let me have a look. Confirm. No, I don't. I don't have $50 in my bag. Then we also have $1. There's $2 somewhere, but I don't have a $2 note. $2 coin. 20 cents, 50 cents, 5 cents. Yeah, so that's our notes. Yeah, I thought that might be interesting for you guys to see. Let me turn it around so you can see the other side. So that is Parliament House in Canberra. That's where all the politicians, like do their bickering. And that's the Queen, Queen Victoria. No, Queen Elizabeth, sorry, Queen Elizabeth. My God, Queen Elizabeth. And then that is a $10 note. So isn't it interesting, Debbie Sue? Like, it's hard to counterfeit that. That's why they made this money, because it's hard to counterfeit. Because it's not paper and it's very difficult to counterfeit that. Actually, don't know who that is. I think that's an explorer. But yeah, very hard to counterfeit that. $20 note. Yeah, a bit of interesting stuff for you guys. All right, let's take $15 with us. We'll take $15 with us. We'll take our glasses with us just in case we need to read the chat and I can't read the chat because that happens sometimes. All right. Oh, I do need to take my EpiPen with me, guys. Remind me, I should be having an EpiPen in my backpack. I am allergic to bees now, apparently, sadly. And I don't hide away from bees. I still go around bees, but I just take an EpiPen with me just in case I get bitten by a bee. All right, so let's go and pack our bag. All right, we have a backpack. All right. Let me just set you up here, guys. Oops, oh, sugars. Okay, so for adventures, you should always take a backpack, right? Just because you might need some things, right? Like you might need some money, so let's put some money in there. Oh, I have some gastro tablets just in case you get diarrhea. So obviously this is still packed from Bali. When I was in Indonesia, I have a dork light. I don't think we'll need this, but it's always in my backpack. I have a Stanley, like a little pocket knife. Just don't know when you might need to cut something up. Okay, so I got my glasses if I need to read something. I have my paints because I would like to do a painting. I have wipes to wipe your hands, or just in case we don't find any toilet paper somewhere. I have like tissues. I have this stuff. This is really good it's good bushmans. It is aerosol. I try not to use aerosol that much, but this is heavy duty mozzie spray. Sandflies, leeches, it'll kill anything in sight, which is really terrible because that means it will kill your body too. But anyway, I have that. Oh, and I have a book with me. I haven't also read the book in ages. It's called I Have Enough, I Do Enough, I Am Enough. So we'll take that with us too. All right, so let's see what we're going to take with it. Keys, EpiPen, take a hat with us. There we go. Snacks, macadamia nuts, mandarin, another mandarin because we're a pig. A hair clip, I don't know, we might as well. All right. Now, I'm going to put my jumper on because that way I don't have to pack it. Oh, battery pack. Battery pack. Bottle of water. Thermos. How am I going to fit that in there? Okay. Let's just do a bit of maneuvering around. You don't want to put the thermos on your fruit. Okay, that's good. Okay. Ducky. Rain jacket. Right. Stopped raining, which is nice. Gonna have a mint while I'm here. All right, let's go. Backpack. All right, we're down in Shorncliffe. There is a fisherman over here, and of course, there's a couple of pelicans because pelicans love to be around the fishermen. There is a marina down there too. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to bring my raincoat, my umbrella, just in case I need the umbrella for you guys. Where is my umbrella? Okay, hold on. Let me get my umbrella out of the car. Wrong way. Right. And then we'll put that in our little side pocket. Just in case it does rain more. Okay, hold on. Let me negotiate my pockets here. Okay, got it. All right, so this is our first jetty. I think it was called Baxter. What's this jetty called? I don't know, we'll see it in a second. I think it's only a small little jetty, but we're going to walk to a bigger jetty called the Shorncliffe Pier. Someone was just fishing on here before. Doesn't have a name. I'm sure it was Baxter. It's a cute little one. Morning. So you can cut your fish up here. You do some dancing under here, because you can. And wow, you can put your fishing rods in here, guys. You can put your fishing rods in here and fish down there. So we've got some mud flats down here. So this is a bit of a passage. The boats come in, so it's probably a bit deeper here. You wouldn't be able to walk through here, guys. Even though that's low tide over there, the passage is always deeper for the boats. So the fisherman's moved over here, probably to get away from the pelicans, and the pelicans have followed him. I don't know if you can see that, but the pelicans have followed him. So over here, we've got a whole lot of wetland area, mangroves. There's actually a really nice walk over there. I should take you over there maybe on the next time I do an adventure. That could be an option for a choose your own adventure. And you can see a better thing of the planes coming in. There's a plane coming in. There's the airport just over there. And this is called Fisherman's Island over there. That's where all the cargo boats come in. And I live over there on the other side of this bay. You'll see this when I start walking. And then that is over there is Moreton Island. Oh, here comes. Okay, the boat. Okay, this boat guy, he's doing crabbing. He's putting crab pots in. So he's obviously dropping crab pots in and the pelicans are just following him around. Pretty cool. It is a really nice place. I don't know why I don't come over here more often. And we can walk down here too. But, you know, you don't really want to. So you can see that the tide must come up here quite a bit. You can see a lot of little mussels starting to grow here. So yeah, I don't feel the need to go down there, guys. But if you did want to go down there, you can. So yeah, this is a really, really nice little area. This is called Shorncliffe. This is part of the Moreton Bay Regional Council area. I live in, sorry, not Moreton Bay, this is Brisbane Council area. I live in Moreton Bay, which is on the other side. Moreton Bay is Redcliffe area where I live. But this is on the other side of the bridge, this goes into Brisbane. This whole area is part of the Brisbane Shire. So yeah, there's a fish and chip shop over here. And Debbie Sue, just for context, when we were walking the other day, 2 weeks ago, we were walking on the other side. So we're going to walk towards where we were walking. So there's a lot of old houses here, very old area. A lot of the houses have been done up. Now, I've never walked this way. I was hoping to walk along the beach, but I don't think we can. But let's go do a bit of discovering and see if we can. We have our better shoes on. If I was wearing my thongs, it wouldn't be a good idea to go like adventuring. You don't adventure in thongs, put it that way. But we're going to just check out what's over this way. Got a whole big grass area over here. People having a barbecue or picnic over here already. Got another plane coming in. I don't know if you can see that. There's a go. Another plane coming in. Now there's 3 pelicans there now. I don't think we can get around here. And there is a sign over here too. So let's have a check out that. Here comes the pelicans. They're trying to catch up with the fishermen. They're very smart, these pelicans. They really do know. They know what's going on. So yeah, this guy is definitely crabbing. He's getting his crab pots ready. So he's putting some bait in his crab pot. And then he'll chuck the crab pot into the water. So this is because this is very kind of muddy here. This is where generally you can find a lot of sand crabs and mud crabs. Oh my gosh. Debbie Sue, are you into crabs? Sand crabs or mud crabs? I don't know if you're familiar with mud crabs. But we have a lot of sand crabs here. But mud crabs are a specialty of this area because it's quite muddy. Where you find mangroves, which is not really muddy, but I guess it's muddy, you have these giant ass crabs and they're called mud crabs. And they all, yeah, they actually could take your hand off. They've got such big claws. Like the claws are massive. The claws are like, they're huge. And they are really an amazing thing. So my mum will be watching this, if my mum is there. Hi, Mum. So Debbie Sue, I was just talking to my mum and I was telling her I was coming over here and she's like, oh my gosh. And I've seen a little walkway here, guys. It does say beware falling rocks, but there is a walkway here. So we could take the walkway on. I don't feel like walking around slippery rocks like this down here. Not advisable, just saying. I mean, you can, and I've done it before, but generally these rocks can get a bit muddy and slippery. And, you know, I like my legs where they are, just saying. So, I don't know, Mum, are you there? Mum said she'd jump on. She was in our last live stream. I was telling Mum that I was telling Debbie about the papa melon, and she said it's not pronounced like that. She said it's papa melon. Papamelon. So I think it's Papamelon. I don't think it's exactly like that though. Papamelon. That is the nice smelling rose that I was showing you, Debbie Sue. Papamelon. All right, so let's not go around not rocks. Let's just walk around like a normal person. It does say beware of falling rocks, so we should be careful. But this does look like a pathway, guys. So let's just have a little looky. So this is another reason why it's good to have proper shoes on, because otherwise you're going to get, chucked around in mud and stuff. It's not great. I don't know how far we can go. Let's have a look. Also, I don't know how the live stream will go, guys, because I've never been over this side before, around this area. I mean, I've been here, but I've not been down here. I'm not sure if we'll cut out. So if I do cut out and start buffing, can someone let me know? And then let me know when I come back, because otherwise I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. Okay, this is nice and muddy. Oh, yuck. Oh, I can hear some birds up there. So it is very rocky here. So that's why I said be careful of rocks. But it looks like it's been, like the rocks have fallen and they've put the rocks down here. And it looks like new rocks they've put here too. So I don't think it's that bad, guys. But if it was that bad, they would actually rope it off completely. So, okay, here goes the fisherman again. Ready for the pelicans to come running over. Okay, the pelican's not coming. What's going on? Come on, they must have got some food. They must have got some food. So Debbie Sue, I don't know if my mum's there actually. I don't know. She said she was going to come on and say hello, and she's going to tell a story actually about where I am right now. So I'll wait for her to come. I'll ask this guy if we can go through here. He looks like Freddy Krueger. Okay, hold on. Hey mate, how you going? Can you get through here?
Yes.
You can? Oh, okay, cool.
On low tide, it's a rough old track.
Yep.
So just keep your balance.
Yep, but you're doing it in thongs, so you're fine.
I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a long time.
Okay.
You just go around inside that rock. Go around there to Moora Park. No trouble.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
When the tide's in, I finish climbing banks and all.
Oh, do you? All right.
Yeah, I'm resting today, see. I need to be on my own and just think about how lucky I am and what I'm going to do. And
Okay.
tomorrow, lie down the board and paddle.
Yeah.
What are you new around here?
Well, I live in Redcliffe.
Oh, yeah. I paddle Redcliffe jetty.
Oh, you paddle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every second Saturday I've been paddling Redcliffe jetty. I lie down the board and paddle with my hands.
Oh, right, okay.
Think about how I need this and how lucky I am and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, good on you.
76
Oh, okay. You look fit.
in here. It's all here. The body will do as it's told.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I should go from the Baptist church to the jetty in 10 minutes. I'm just checking things out to see what the winds will be tomorrow, which board.
Yep.
Cross the rock wall in, I did this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
In 12 minutes. And I was heading towards the green stake there.
Yeah.
And about here, I'm thinking,
Sorry.
you really want to.
Yeah.
Of course you do. You're as weak as. So I got over there in 19 minutes.
Yeah.
And I had it. I turned around and went back in 22.
Okay.
I didn't get any wind assistance or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all the brain.
Oh, good on you.
Brain.
Hey, can I ask you? There's a sign up there. See right up there? There's a bit of a sign. What is that? Do you know what that says up there?
I think.
Have you been up there?
Yeah, there was some sort of erosion.
Yeah.
And they've put some sort of cement stuff up there and
Yep.
told it like rock.
Yep.
And they've got little holes to let air.
Oh, yeah, and the rain come out. Yep.
I got up somewhere up there.
Yeah.
There's little square bits of mesh and stuff. So they've tried to make it look like the old rock.
Of course.
But some erosion has come.
But you can see there's actually a plaque up there. That's why I'm
Yeah,
curious.
Maybe someone did all that work or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's as rough as guts, this track, but some people like it.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, okay,
And
cool.
if we had pine posts and floorboards and all that, it would cost a lot of money to do all that.
And it
But
also
then
the
you
erosion,
keep it.
yeah, of the rain and the wind and
You
stuff
know,
come through. Yeah.
if someone slips on a plank, you can see the go, oh, it goes on and on. You know?
Yeah.
So this here, you walk or you don't walk.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you connected to this?
No.
Yeah. So I like a walk in the rough. My wife's over the other side walking with her mates, but I've had a couple of chats with people.
Yeah.
Got to be careful of that. It drains me energy.
Okay.
And we're all, our brain uses about 70% of the energy. So I've stored a bit of energy for a few days ready to go off tomorrow.
Well, you enjoy the rest of your day,
see
okay,
you,
mate? Thank you for that info.
Yeah, see you, mate.
Bye.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful over there. See ya. Oh, he was a nice man. Interesting, quirky guy. He looked like what's that movie? Guy with the I don't know. There's a horror movie because he's wearing, like, if you see that, he's wearing a checkered shirt. Oh, what's this? Freddy Krueger. He looked like Freddy Krueger. That was really bad, guys. But anyway, this is nice. So it's very easy to walk through here, guys. I've never been here, so this is really new, guys. You can see the erosion, actually. Yeah, you can actually see the erosion. So yeah, you should be careful coming through here. But obviously, there's a wide berth here. Obviously, at low tide, there's lots of room to come through here. Hey, Sally's Reality. How you going? Oh, it's actually warming up, guys. So that guy was interesting. He was talking about he's 76 years old, and he goes, you've got to keep your head mentally right, and then your body will follow. That's what he was saying. He's like, it's all about the mental. Wow, look at this. This is really pretty. Look at that. I'm going to say that, be careful around here because obviously these rocks do fall. These are obviously rocks that have come down. But this is really beautiful. Look at that colour. That is really, I'd like to paint that actually. This might be a nice place to paint. Actually, this would be a very nice place to paint. Your son's visiting is from Alabama. Oh no, your son's visiting, but someone from Alabama's there. Alabama. Hello, Alabama. We're over in Queensland in Australia. And that's where I live, guys. That's where I live over there. That is Redcliffe. So normally I'm walking on the beach over that way and telling you this is Moreton Bay. That's Moreton Island. Well, this is over the bay in they call it Shorncliffe, this area. But we're heading over to over there. There's another jetty. See the jetty over there? And over around the corner, we just came from another jetty. So we're doing jetty to jetty, guys. An adventure jetty to jetty. And yeah, I'm really liking the rocks here. It's really cool. Really cool. Really nice. So it is low tide, so that's always handy, right? Low tide, you can do a few more adventures around the beaches. Because when it's high tide, I'm guessing, well, that guy that I was just talking to said that sometimes he's got to climb up here to get through. I don't feel like climbing through that. No thanks. But yeah, look, we've got a long time till the tide comes up, so we're fine. Or if the tide did come up, we can look up top. There is a roadway, so you can walk. Oh, look, there's a cactus. Cactus, guys. Cactus, cactus. Wow. So guys, have you ever tried cactus? There's a special word for it. I can't remember what the word is in Espanol. But you take off the prickles, prickly pear, that's what it's, prickly pear. You take off the prickles, and that's actually really, really good to stir fry. Or you could put it in your salad, but I've actually used to use it for juicing. I used to do cactus juices. This is when I was living in Mexico. Okay, so you gotta be careful coming through here, guys. And this is another reason why I'm glad I've got shoes on today, guys, not thongs. So you gotta watch where you're standing. It's beautiful seeing the formations and the rocks. It's really cool. So guys, welcome in if you're new here. I'm Dora, and I love an adventure or three. So the guy we were just talking to has just walked past up there. That's funny. So they can see the walkway just there. He looked like Freddy Krueger because he's wearing a red and white checkered shirt. And he had a cowboy hat on like Freddy Krueger did. But he was a really nice guy. So yeah, we're normally walking on the beach over that way to exercise in the morning. But I've got Fridays off, so this is Friday morning here in Australia. And I thought I'd take you on a bit of a different adventure. I'm taking myself on an adventure and you're just coming along with me. So welcome in if you're here. Say hello, tell us where you're from. Oh, little shell. And guys, if you can let me know when I buff out, because I don't know when I buff out, guys. I'll put you there. There might be a shell there, there might be something in that. This is interesting. Very interesting. So my mum, calling my mum. Bring, 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 bring. Mum, are you there? Mum, are you there? Mum's got a story to tell you guys about the area that I'm in right now, and it's actually a very cute story. I don't want to tell the story. I would rather my mum tell the story. So, Mum, are you there? Say hello, Mum, in the chat, and tell your story. I don't know if my mum's been down here. Oh, look, I missed this little sign up here. Look at this, guys. Look at that sign there. It says, "Smile." Do you have any sea glass on the beaches? Yes, we do normally. Maybe not this side so much, but on my side, over the other side, there is. Last year, I was collecting sea glass for a project I was going to do. Well, I'm still planning to do. I was putting sea glass, sticking it onto a lampshade. And that's kind of stopped. I actually don't know where the lampshade is. The lampshade is probably in the shed. We're in the big renovation stage at home, so things are everywhere. Things are hidden. So I never finished that off. That was when I was collecting all the seagrass when I was walking along the beach, when I was training for the mental health walk I was doing, that I've decided not to do this year. Just because I should look after my own mental health, right? Okay, let's walk up here. So be careful here, because when it's got a bit greeny, it could be slippery. So just be careful. Be careful. But yeah, this is beautiful. This is really nice. There's a lot of cactuses up there. Actually, they're not cactuses, they're dragon fruit, I think. Mum, are you there? I think that's dragon fruit. There you go. There's my mum. Yes, I'm here, darling, but you haven't been to the jetty yet. Yes, Mum, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, wait, Mum. Mum's got a story to tell you guys. So hello to my mum. Debbie Sue's there. My friend Sally's there too. I don't know who else is there. So hi, say hello to my mum. Hey, Mum. Mum, you've probably never been down here. I started at the jetty over the other side, Mum, and then I'm walking towards the jetty. That's the jetty, Mum. And Mum has got a story that she wants to tell you. I'm sure my dad would have walked down here. This is definitely something my dad would have walked. I reckon this is definitely where my dad would have walked, for sure. Some bit of sand down here. This is really lovely. This is a great idea, guys. So you can see there's actually not a lot of rock there. It looks like maybe a lot of erosion's already happened. And oh, there's a lot of prickly pear up there. There's a lot of that prickly pear. I really want to get some prickly pear and prepare it and stir fry it. I really shouldn't climb up there and do that, guys. Plus, my mum's watching and she'd tell me, don't do that, Dora, don't do that. But yeah, I guess the tide comes all the way up here because you can see it's quite wet up here too. So the tide must go all the way up. So that guy that we were talking to before, he said that sometimes he has to walk over the onto the cliff, like onto the grassy kind of areas and kind of go around. Or we can go up the top. But, you know, want to have a bit of an adventure and kind of climb through here. Oh, that would have been an oyster back in the day. I can imagine, Mum, I can imagine Dad getting oysters here. I used to love going with my dad, and he'd have a knife and a hammer or something, and he'd get into the oysters, and yeah, we'd have lovely fresh oysters from the beach. So unfortunately, people don't really swim here, guys. It's a bit muddy. Like I said, it's very muddy. Mum, this is where I saw a few people putting crab pots in over the other side. Mud crabs are pretty popular here. Hey Brad, how you going? This is in southeast Queensland, a place called Shorncliffe in Australia. Stargaze. Yeah, Stargaze. I live over there, and that's called Redcliffe over there, Redcliffe Peninsula. It looks like a bit of an island, but it's actually a peninsula. And across there's a bridge that you will be able to see when we go to this pier. There's a long bridge, and then you drive over to here, which is called Shorncliffe Sandgate area. It's a very old kind of area, so a lot of the houses, when we walk over we'll come back to the car on the top. There's some beautiful houses up there, Debbie Sue. Like the last time we walked over here, we were walking over at Brighton area, and the houses are really beautiful. Some really cool designs, architecture, really cool. But this is part of the Brisbane Shire area. I live in the Moreton Shire area, which is at that side. So in my backpack, we have some snacks. We have some mandarins, some macadamia nuts, and some tea. So we're going to have a little picnic somewhere. And I did bring my paints to do some painting. You guys might not want to hang around for that. But we're definitely going to go for a walk first and just kind of find somewhere where we can, like, I'm doing a bit of, checking out where would be a good place to paint. I did go find a nice area on the other side there. I really like the rocks. I thought that'd be nice to sit there and paint. So maybe there. Okay, it's starting to warm up, guys. I might need to take my jacket off. Isn't that interesting? Like literally half an hour ago when I started my live, it was raining. It was like slightly raining, and now it's like bright skies. It's crazy. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, Nicholas, how you going? How you been, Nicholas? Nicholas, just in time. My mum is going to tell us a story soon. We're walking over to a jetty, and Mum has got a story to tell when we get to the jetty, or close to the jetty. And this must be a lone mangrove. Oh, actually, I don't know. Yeah, it must be a mangrove. So, Nicholas, we're over the bay from where I live. I live over there. We're in Shorncliffe area. So last time we did a live, like, adventure together, we were on the other side of this pier, and I kind of pointed out the pier. They call it the Shorncliffe Pier. Interesting rock. Very interesting. Some more mangroves. So beautiful, guys. Look at the sky. Look, $1 million sky, guys. $1 million sky. You're recovering. What are you recovering from, Nicholas? What's going on with you? Are you okay? My mum's in the chat. She's going to be asking, what's going on with Nicholas? So my mum is going to mother you, Nicholas. What is going on? So you can see that someone was walked through here with a dog, the little dog prints. Now, I reckon this might have been an old jetty, guys. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can make up a story about this over here. I reckon this might have been an old jetty because you can actually see evidence of the other old jetty over here too. If you can see there, see that? That would have been an old jetty. And this might have been an old jetty too. So these rocks here might have been all part of an old jetty. It's all slimy. Out of hospital, ask Susan. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad you're out of hospital, mate. Are you okay? I'm guessing you're okay if you're out of hospital. So guys, we have the airport just over here. We've been watching planes come in. So if you're a bit of a plane watcher, it's not a bad place to watch the planes coming on the angle coming down. It's pretty cool actually. A lot of people are plane watchers. I don't mind in watching planes. I'll watch a couple and I'll get bored. So we're on the kind of the, I guess, sand flats here. Looks a bit muddy. So the sand is a little bit different over this side than where I live over that way. So just be careful where you walk. Some of these, can be slippery. But, just generally watch where you're walking, right? Health and safety first. Health and safety first. Nick Gamer. Nick Gamer. Hey, Nick Gamer. And you've got Nicholas in the chat. Oh, wow. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this, guys. Looks like a rock waterfall. That's pretty cool. See, that wouldn't be a bad thing to paint, guys. What do you reckon about painting that? I don't mind that. That looks pretty cool too. So I'm scoping areas out to paint. I could sit on the rock here. I could sit here. I could set up my cup of tea, sit on here, and look up and paint that. That is really cool, actually. And you have to use a silly machine at night time. Oh, as in like they call it a cap machine? Have you been diagnosed with sleep apnea? So you can see why they've got a sign saying, be careful the rock's coming down, because that's probably, some of that rock could probably come. You would never go up there, guys. I wouldn't climb up there. That would be stupid. That would be very stupid. But that's quite nice. I like that. Yeah, I reckon it'd be nice painting too, Debbie Sue. And like when you're thinking about painting somewhere, you want to find somewhere that's nice to sit, right? All right, let's keep on walking. Someone's got a little side track here. Okay, so you can go up here. I much prefer to walk on the grass, on the sand though. So I'm fine. I'm getting I was giving options, guys. There was 3 options for my choose your own adventure today. Garden, which I really desperately needed to do. Go for a walk on the beach, which I just mentally really wanted to walk on the beach. And 3 was go on a different adventure, like go somewhere walking where I haven't walked before and take you to a nice place and do some painting. So, and then there was another option, I just chucked in at the end, which was do 4, which is all of the above. So I did a bit of gardening, which was I had to feed the chickens. And I had to take some lemons off the tree because there was too many lemons. And I'll give them to my friend Mel. And I'm getting to walk on sand. Because when I walk on sand, I don't know, something magical happens. Like just the stress of the week just comes off you. It's like my happy place, right? And then we're also walking somewhere I've never walked here before, ever walked here before. I've driven through at the top, but I never knew you could walk down here. We ran into a stranger and he said, yeah, you can walk down here, no problems. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And then we also have my mum with us because I called my mum between the adventures, my first live stream, deciding what we were going to do. I rang my mum. Okay, we've got some homeless people here, so we don't really want to show that, guys. And my mum's going to tell you guys a story. And it's a really nice story. Oh, this is called, what's it say up here? It's called I Love Sandy Beach. Okay, someone put a sign here, beach rules. Okay, hold on, let me just see if I can negotiate up here without falling over. Just be careful on rocks, guys, okay? All right, that's better. Okay, beach rules. Let your cares drift away, take time to coast, see life's beauty, adapt to changing tides, harbour strength and preference, be sure of yourself. All you need is love and a beach. Oh, that's kind of nice, guys. Okay, so there's a walkway here, but there are some homeless people living up there, so let's just stay away from there and just take in where we are. Very beautiful. Oh, you can call it whatever you want, Sally. People can call it grounding, but you can be grounding on sand, you can ground on dirt, you can ground on grass, you can ground whatever. Okay, hold on, guys. I just need to maneuver myself out of the rocks. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to walk up here. We're walking towards the Shorncliffe Pier. Okay, now we're going to have to walk over some. Which way are we going to go? Right, go up here. So this would have been an old part of an old pier up here. And then this is the Shorncliffe Pier. I bet there used to be a railway track on this pier back in the day. So let's go over. Look at this. This looks like whale tails. Cool. All right. So we don't need to walk on the path. I'd rather walk on the grass or the sand. But this is a really popular place to hang out down here. Got an amazing kids playground here. We've got toilets. Always got toilets, guys. There's another set of toilets up the top here. There's a whole big grass area up the top here. There's a rotunda where people get married. I might take you there later. I've been to a couple of friends' marriages up there. It's a little rotunda. They get married up there. But this area here is, I believe, where my mum's story starts. Mum, are you there? Antosh. Hello, Antosh. How you going? I met you the other day, didn't I? Hey, Matt. You're back. Matt, you missed a nice little walk, guys. All right, calling Mum. Bring, 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 bring. Mum? My mum is in the chat, guys, and she wants to tell you a story about this area. So, Mum, if you're there, I'll leave it to you. Okay, Mum's already started here. Oh, that is bad, Nicholas. Hope you feel better. Please keep warm, darling. Oh, what? Your left lung collapsed. Oh, full of mucus and water. Oh, shit. Okay, that's not nice. Oh, you have a handbag CCAP or a portable Oh, no, Debbie Sue's asking that. Oh, gosh. Okay, I missed that story completely. Okay, how does a lung collapse, guys? How does that happen, Nicholas? That's not nice. That's not nice at all. So there's a lot of birds here. I don't know if you can hear this. There's a whole lot of birds playing. If I just be quiet for a while, you'll hear it. Antosh is my new friend that I met. Oh, no, it's not my new friend. I met him the other day with Debbie Sue's friend. And I met him just the other day. Antosh, I think you're in Canada or in America? You told me last week. Okay. I thought it was a flu or COVID. Okay, I missed that, mate. Okay, let me show you the park, the kids' park, because the kids' park's pretty cool, guys. And there's no kids here at the moment, so we might be able to have a little quick play. Because, why should kids have all the fun, right? Mum, are you ready to tell your story? This is a great kids area. Look at this kids area, guys. It's an amazing kids area. Like, this is amazing. Look, we've got slippery slides. Very cool. Honestly, this is one of the best little parks I've seen. I don't know if that's recommended to go up there, but anyway. Okay. Okay. Don't fall down there. Kids can climb down there. Okay, there's a little kid there, so I might go back this way. I don't want to put kids in my videos, obviously. But yeah, what a nice little area. Really nice little area. You are back. I'm back, Debbie Sue. Thanks for being patient. I had to end the live stream and I just resumed the last live stream and I came straight back in. So you got someone playing guitar over there. That's lovely. And this is called the Sandgate Pier. This is what it used to look like back in the day. You can see that, guys. So the 300, let me read a little bit about it. 350 metre Sandgate Pier was a lively draw card during the area's of heyday as a seaside resort in the late 19th and 20th century. This is a popular place back in the 19th century and the 20th century. People used to come on boats from Brisbane and they used to dock up at the end here. They would come in and they would have swim at the beach here and have picnics here. And then they get back on the boat and then go back into Brisbane. But unfortunately, there is no boats that do that anymore here. But a lot of people live in these areas now. So that's why I live over here, Redcliffe. Now, just to give you a bit of context, guys, 2 weeks ago, we were walking along the beach or the walkway over here, and we were looking at beautiful houses. And then we walked up the cliff face kind of thing, a walkway up to the Full Moon Hotel, which is a really nice pub, which is just literally around the corner here. But there's another pub here, so we might even have a cheeky beer there. Okay, you know what Dora's like. And I actually think it's the last time I actually had a drink, alcoholic drink. But anyway, this is the Sandgate Pier, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm 30 minutes away from Brisbane, Antosh. So this is classed as Brisbane area here, Shorncliffe. Over there is Sandgate and Brighton. Over there is Redcliffe, but that's classed not Brisbane. That's classed as the Moreton Bay Regional Council area. There is a big long bridge. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but there's a long bridge that connects the peninsula to the mainland of like this area. So I don't know if my mum has come back. Waiting for her to come back. So there was a renewal project that was done in 2016 to renew it, and they put a whole lot of new timber. That's beautiful timber. Look at this. It used to be formerly known as the Sandgate Pier. A lot of fishing back in the day, guys. As you can see, there's a lot of people used to fish here. They still fish here, guys. Look at the old outfits, guys. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but look at their old outfits. Ladies with their hats on, beautiful hats. Guys in suits. There's a little swimming area here. That's a swimming area. And look at old photos, right? 1901, 1908. There's another swimming enclosure here. 1910. Ironbark timber was rotten. They removed it in 2012. So a lot of the timber was rotten. Yeah, you can see a lot of the timber underneath the structure was rotten. So you could walk under there if you want to. We could go walk under that. Mum, you're back. Oh, Mum, sorry. Do you want to type something now? I'll stop here while and I'll let Mum type again. Sorry, Mum. If I don't move, it won't disconnect. So my mum has a story for you guys. So Maria is my mum, guys. So you're not allowed to do any cast net fishing here. You're allowed to fish. You're allowed to only walk your bicycle through here. There's a whole lot of bikes just here. So I'm just going to stay put so that my mum can write the story because I think she wrote the story and I must have disconnected. Sorry, Mum. So just be patient, guys. My mum is writing a story and I think you'll like the story, guys. So while mum was writing a story, I love you to think about, back in the 1900s with, gentlemen wearing their suits when they went to the beach and women in their beautiful, frocks and their beautiful hats. People got really dressed up to go to the beach. They come to the beach and there was some swimming enclosures here where you could go swimming. I guess they were scared of sharks. But it's beautiful timber. Absolutely beautiful timber. So my mum is writing a story, guys. So just be patient and I'll read it out in a second. course, there's some toilets here, guys. But obviously, if I go into that area over there, the internet somehow gets blocked and then I start buffing. So that's what happened when my mum was writing the story. It obviously buffed out and her words got cancelled. So I'm just going to stay still. I know that's hard for me. You know that, guys. So I'll just stay still. My mum loves this area. Let's go over to the other side here. We've got a guy playing a guitar over there. There's St Patrick's College up there. I can see it in the background up there. That's a fancy school up here, a private school. Quite a good reputation. So, and then there is a Sandgate High School here too, but that's a little bit further away. So there's only kind of 2 high schools in this area. So we've got Sandgate High School, which is a public school, and then there's St Patrick's College, which is a private school. And actually, it's a private boys' school, actually. It's only a boys' school. Mum, are you writing the story? I think I'll just shut up. Let my mum tell the story. I might get my battery charger. While you were in hospital, you saw a patient receive Uber Eats. What the? Yeah, that's ridiculous. That should be allowed. Okay. I had to move my rain jacket to find my battery charger. Where is my battery charger? God, I did bring it, didn't I? Okay, guys. I'm gonna. You there? Okay. Okay, we've got battery, guys. We're not going to run out. We have battery pack chucked in. And we've got Granny Southern Corner. Hello, Granny Southern Corner. And V8 friendly. V8 friendly. Convert and saved. The food was actually good. That is funny as. I would not be too surprised, Nicholas. Uber Eats can go everywhere, right? So we got a whole group of people that bike rided over here today. And they walked onto the pier. So we're just waiting for my mother to write a story. Mum, just for context, Mum, if you write too long a comment, it won't actually post. So maybe only wrote half the story and then write another half the story, Mum. Sorry, I should have said that to you. If you write a comment too long, Mum, it won't actually send. I should have said that, Mum. Sorry, Mum. And my mum doesn't really know how to copy and paste. Debbie Sue said, oh, here we go, guys. Here's a Okay. We moved from Sydney. So my mum and dad moved from Sydney and lived in Brisbane. And we used to come to Shorncliffe, and then we decided to buy some fishing line and some crab pots. Then we bought quite Then we got some mullet for the crab pots and gutted the catch. So basically, my mum used to come here and they bought crab pots and fishing lines to come and actually fish here. So they used to visit here and then they went, oh, we should definitely go crabbing and fishing. And obviously, keep in mind, my mum is from Indonesia, guys. And Indonesia back in the 70s, 1970s, their diet was very, very clean. Very different now in Indonesia. They have KFC and McDonald's there. So the diet is not so clean anymore. But my mum came to Australia and, really loved having fresh fish. So they bought some crab pots and some fishing line to actually go crabbing and fishing here. So my mum and dad originally used to live in Sydney. Oh, carp. Okay, mum was talking about carp. Yes, you can eat carp. Mullet, definitely. Mullet's actually really tasty. It's considered quite a cheap fish, but it's actually quite tasty. So, I don't know, mum, if you're going to tell the rest of the story. Mum, are you going to tell the rest of the story? Or do you want me to fill in the gaps? Okay, here's the rest of the story. Then would you believe we get all the fish and the crab? Oh, so my mum was pregnant, guys. My mum was pregnant with me. So my mum was pregnant with me walking and fishing and crabbing here. And apparently, mum being pregnant must have been the lucky charm. Or should I say, maybe I was the lucky charm in her belly. And the fishermen around her wouldn't catch many fish or crabs, but my mum, with a big pregnant belly, actually caught all the fish and crabs. So my mum has very good, memories of this area, especially my dad. Like my dad was here, obviously here too, and my dad's no longer with us anymore. So this area has, a beautiful significance to my mum because this is before I was born, and then I took over her world, didn't I, mum? So that was before Muriara or before Dora was alive, and I was in her belly. So let me just have some water, and then we're going to walk on this bridge. So Granny Southern says, I love smoked mullet. Smoked mullet dip. That sounds really nice. How do you make that? Do you buy that or do you make that, Granny? So yeah, this is my mum's. My mum's loves this jetty. So let me just put my bottle of water back, and then we'll go for a walk on the jetty, guys. Because my mum would love to see the jetty. I'm just putting my backpack back on, and we'll take a battery pack with us. So yeah, so you guys can imagine, my mum is quite the adventurous person, like myself. So am I like my mother, or is my mother like me? No, I'd say I'm like my mother, but in a different degree because I've got half my dad's genes also, obviously. This is a nice chair. It's got here, naming Shorncliffe. The Shorncliffe name was deprived from Sean Cliff, 1852, describing the headland when viewed from Moreton Bay. Okay, so what that meant was when you're out in the water, when you looked at the bay or the cliffs here, they thought it looked like Sean Cliff. That doesn't make any sense to me. But that's why Redcliffe is called Red Cliff, because the red cliffs. Okay, Sean. I don't know what that means. Does anyone know that? Sean Cliff, describing the headland when viewed. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. But I was going to do a jumping for joy, guys. Let me just set it up. There's people coming. You guys know I love to do a jumping for joy. Hey, CL, how you going? we're on a bit of an adventure at the moment. We're just going to wait for these people to walk past, and then we're going to set up a jumping for joy, guys. Oops, disconnect. All right. There's no one coming yet. All right. So all we've got to do is got to do a jumping for joy, right? Hold on. There you go. Keep going like this. And all the bike riders are laughing at me. They're all laughing. See, this is why I do jumping for joy, because it gives joy to people. I don't care if they're laughing at me. I really don't care. All right, let's go walking. But isn't this beautiful, guys? Absolutely beautiful. Hey, guys, can I just ask, did that jumping for joy actually take? Because a lot of the times I screenshot some of my jumping for joys and reuse them later on. And always sometimes they buff out for some reason. I don't know why. So, Mum, you can't use any casting nets here anymore. So, no casting nets. You have to just do proper fishing. So it's very rocky down there. Doesn't look that, nice to swim here, guys. I don't think it's really well known for swimming. Normally people swim over Redcliffe where I'm from. This is more kind of like a fishing kind of area. Shorncliffe Sandgate. Shorncliffe was the place first settled when the town of Sandgate was surveyed and the town lots were auctioned. So we just parked down here, guys. We're parked down here at Alpha Parade, and we walked all the way around here. That's where we are now. So we just did that walk here. Okay, so these people should actually be walking their bikes. It does actually have a sign that says dismount off bikes. So shallow water, no diving. So don't dive here. You'll end up not in a good way. Lots of bins. So it's a beautiful pier. I've got to say, this actual, whatever this wood is very, very nice. Very nice wood. So guys, do you like my story about my mum? My mum will probably be, I don't know, maybe having tears because, this would have been, just after I was conceived. Mum had a big belly. She was pregnant for the first time. She's away from her family in Indonesia. Just newly been, in Australia, just married to my dad. They just moved up to Queensland. They didn't know anyone from Queensland, but they would come down here and go for walks down here, romantic walks. And my mum saw lots of people fishing and crabbing, so they decided to get some fishing and crabbing stuff. And that's not my dad's thing. My dad's not really into fishing and crabbing. He's more looking at the trees and the rock formations and the bushes. Where my mum was obsessed with the fishing and the crabbing. So you can imagine my pregnant mum, me in her belly, and her fishing here, and I could imagine her excited when she'd catch a fish. Yeah, I will take my mum down here, Mum. Next time you come, we'll come over here. So my mum made a few friends down here too, Mum. Didn't you make some friends? Is that how you made friends with Matilda? I believe my mum actually met some Indonesian ladies while she was down here. How cool is that? Obviously, Indonesian ladies like fish, so naturally they've come down to the fishing area. But it's a beautiful, beautiful pier. Got to say, it actually puts we've got a jetty over here called the Woody Point Jetty, and it's like deteriorating. The sand, like the wood is actually deteriorating a lot. But this is beautiful. So CL, I'm trying to find somewhere to paint. I think I found a nice side here, but this looks really nice too. I've never painted on a pier. I mean, I could sit here and paint. So this is a fishing station. We can identify the, Mum will love this. These are mud crabs. That's what I was talking about before, guys. The mud crabs are huge. A size limit. They have to be 15 centimetres minimum to actually take it. And then a sand crab has to be 11.5 centimetres. So there's a minimum size, and you're only allowed 10 mud crabs, and you're allowed unlimited size sand crabs. Interesting. Interesting. And there's a difference between the male and female. You're not allowed to take the female crabs, you're only allowed to take the male crab. So it's good that they have this identification here. And then you can decide, like, that's a flathead. These are different kinds of fish that you can get here. It's absolutely beautiful. Deb, we saw lots of pelicans around the corner, mate. Just around the corner here, they were doing a lot of crabbing, and there was lots of pelicans. And Deb, you just missed a story about my mum. My mum just told a really nice story about her and my dad coming here for romantic walks when I was in my mum's tummy. And then they would come and fish, because obviously fishing is very, like, there's people out here fishing. So I'm just being a bit, nice and not filming people, guys, because, they didn't sign up to be in my YouTube video. But there's lots of places to come sit here if you want to have a picnic. It's a bit windy over the side. Oh, it's like a toad, like a fish toad, you think? You will see a lot of Asian people out here, and I'm not being discriminatory. I'm half Asian too, guys. But Asian people love fishing. Like you just heard, my mum, absolutely obsessed with fishing. So you will see a lot of Vietnamese people. There's a big Vietnamese area kind of here. Okay. There's some music playing, guys, so that's why I'm just turning it off. So the couple over here are playing some music on their bike. And actually, Mum, the song is, I don't know the song, it's an old song, but it's about memories. And I'm just thinking about my mum now, thinking about my dad. I can see my dad here. I mean, I can see my mum here. I can see my mum pregnant, fishing and yelping at how excited she would be to catch fish and pulling up crabs, and all the people around them watching as this, very pregnant lady is catching all the fish and pulling up all the crabs. Here we go. Life at the pier. So there's some horses back in the day, the pier. People would have, 1895, there would have been no cars around, guys, so there would have been horse and carriage. The original Shorncliffe Pier. It's the original Shorncliffe Pier. So you can see all the people having picnics on the grass around in their fancy dresses and hats. Actually, lots of people swimming, guys. Lots of people swimming. Again, lots of people swimming. This is sail day, so everyone's getting into the sailing boats. Sandgate Pier on sailing days, 1910. Sorry, oh yeah, 1910. So look at all the people ready to get on the boats. It's interesting, hey? Very interesting. And then you've got people's, obviously their ashes have been put here. So this is just a recent one. Noel Martin was born in 1950 and he died in 2025. Loved son, brother, uncle, beautiful memories forever in our hearts. Oh, it's always nice to see people's pictures too. Mm. So obviously this is all closed. Is it closed? Oh, hold on. Maybe not. Oh, you can go down here, guys. Hold on, let me just go this. You can go down here. So you can go down here, but be careful because it could get slippery. I'm surprised people are fishing down here, to be honest. So this wouldn't be that bad swimming here. You can get up and down this ladder here. Yes, we met Matilda's family and sister in the area as well. Yeah, right. So, hey, Doran, welcome in, mate. My mum has just told us a story about this area that we're discovering right today. This is the the Shorncliffe Pier now. And back before I was born, my mum used to go fishing here when I was pregnant, she was pregnant with me. She went fishing and crabbing here with my dad. So it's a beautiful story. But yeah, I can imagine back in the day people jumping in here and swimming. It's quite nice out here. I mean, down there it's a bit muddy and stuff, but this looks quite nice. So that's where I'm from, guys. I live over there, Redcliffe. But this is Shorncliffe, this area here. And just out of context, guys, that is that nice church we were looking at 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. 2 weeks ago when we were on an adventure here. There's a church that's turned into a kindergarten, and then we walked up the cliff, kind of the cliffy area, up to the pub. And up there is the the Full Moon Hotel. And we had a beer, a cheeky beer. But I brought tea with me today, so I can actually have a cheeky tea. So there's lots of people fishing here, crabbing. So they're just telling you be careful because the lower area's got no barrier. Telling you that you shouldn't swim here. Sorry, dive. You shouldn't dive. You can swim, but don't dive. This guy's going to chuck this in it. Yay! I actually don't own any fishing lines. I used to. One of my ex-boyfriends was a keen fisherman. We used to go fishing quite a bit. He had a boat. We used to go over to Morton Island, go boating over there and fishing. I love fresh fish. So yeah, Mum, if you want to come over here, I'll take you over here. It's a bit windy on this side, guys. But yeah, this is where we came from. We walked around the edge. That was a really nice walk, actually. It's a beautiful place. And considering we started this walk off with a bit of rain, it's turned into a beautiful day. Really beautiful day. Hey, Wayne, how you going? Wayne, we're on a bit of an adventure today. We are over the bay. That's where I am over there at Redcliffe. We're in Shorncliffe area. So it's great that we've got a good platform for, cleaning your fish up here. So you clean your fish here and all the blood and guts and leave it here and then take your fish home. It's not bad. Obviously these bins would be minging. Oops. Check out this drink. Country music star Bobby Doggins. Hopefully you can't hear that music because that guy's playing some music. Oh, look, I've got some fish. That might be a carp, I think they call that. Some kind of carp, I think it's called. It's got a fish. I don't know if he's going to keep it or not. It's beautiful in here. You have bronchitis, mate. Oh, there's a few of you in the wars at the moment. We've got Nicholas that just had a collapsed lung. You got bronchitis. Geez, look after yourself, mate. I don't think so, Mum. They've all got little stuff, Mum. And there's supposed to be particular sizes. I don't want to get I'm not gonna. A lot of them can't speak English, Mum. They're Vietnamese people and stuff. And there's like legal sizes of fish that you're supposed to keep. I'm not a fish police, right? So I'm lucky God. But yeah, they're only catching little ones, Mum. But still, they're tasty. I know you like those little fish. They're very bony though, Mum. Yeah. So it's very nice to come here in the middle of winter. So it's June right now, which is kind of the start of our winter season. But next month it's going to get a bit colder. Right now I'm just in my just a shirt, but there's a little bit of wind. It's not too cold though. But yeah, next month it's going to get a bit colder. So it's actually nice to come here all rugged up with your jacket, with a cup of tea. Actually, we could sit here and have a cup of tea. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and have a cup of tea. All right, guys. So in my backpack, we have our thermos. Whoops. So my mum bought me just a thermos like this once upon a time, and unfortunately, I dropped it because it's glass. These are the old thermoses. They're glass, and if you drop them, they will break. So anyway, let me just spill a cup of tea for myself. And we're going to sit here and have a cup of tea. Oh, you got asthma as well, Wayne. It's not good. Cheers, guys. Oh, it's hot. I'm going to burn my mouth. Okay, let's get some water. One prepared earlier. Let's put a bit of water in there. So I'm sure my mum is drinking a cup of tea. I reckon Debbie Sue would be having a cup of tea. Anyone else drinking a cup of tea? I know it's not a great view from here, guys, but cheers. Ah, that's nice. I got 70 black tea today, blessings. I got 70 black teas today, blessings. What kind of tea? Oh, so you got black tea? You mean you ordered black tea? You had one a bit ago. Well, it is night time for you. Oh, actually, not. You're in Hawaii, in Maui, so it must be what? I'm going to guess about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, is it? Maybe even 2 o'clock. You got a box. Okay. Well, cheers, guys. I know it's not. You can't see much here, but a girl's got to sit down and relax. Now, could I paint that, guys? Should I paint that? Is CL still in the chat, guys? Let me get my paint book out, guys. Let me get my paints out. Oh, I might not paint here yet, guys. I'm still just thinking about it, where I'm going to paint. I've just got my paint book out. Let me show you my last painting, guys. My last painting was this one, actually. We actually used, this here is actually not paint. I used the red cliffs of Redcliffe. We used rocks to paint that. That was pretty cool. You add milk and some vanilla drops to your black tea. All right. Oh, so that was my last painting. Now I have been talking to our friend Evie, and what Evie does sometimes is she actually touches up her paintings. So that could also be another thing we could do, right? We could touch up one of our old paintings, right? So like this is a painting I did when I was in Sydney back in February. I should have put dates on everything, eh? But this is from Cockatoo Island. That's the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
What? Wait for me.
And that was from Mulaney, actually, when we were platypus chasing. That's supposed to be a platypus there, guys. And that was my first painting I did when I was in Bali, in Legian. I was at Cafe Aruba. And then I got into painting the beautiful doors in Bali. So beautiful, the doors. And then the temples. That was a temple I painted. There was another temple I painted. I really like that picture. That was my first attempt, and that was my second attempt at the temple. That was at that nice hotel I was staying at. That was from my balcony at the hotel. This is in Flores, Gili Islands. The Gili Islands? Actually, what did I just see there? Where was that? Where was that picture? Ah, the lighthouse. That was when we were on Flores, the island of Flores. My friend CL likes painting lighthouses. Anyway, I mean that's an option because that isn't really finished. I could retouch that up too. But at the same time, I could also just paint that. That looks cool too. But we did find a really nice area where we were walking back there, and it's a place. It looks like a waterfall, but it's rocks. It's like a rock waterfall, and it looked really beautiful. And I really like nature, right? And this is kind of man-made. I kind of like the idea of painting rocks. So I think I'm going to go back there later on and paint some rocks. I might not do a live stream of it, guys, just because it's hard to maneuver the phone. And actually, this is one of my favorite paintings I've done, guys. It's hard to maneuver the. That was from the pool. I was painting that while sitting there, had a swim. It was a beautiful garden, that resort I was staying. Where was that? Oh, guys, that was a painting just recently. In there was some swans. That was over in North Lakes. Dude, that's not bad. I surprise myself with my paintings. I'm getting better at it. I'm definitely getting better. See ya. Hey, Kyle, how you going, mate? Cheers. So, oh, I've got some postcards. I need to do something with these postcards. I have to make a video about that. But anyway, let me just. I am getting better, CL. I think it's like practice, right? Practice makes perfect, right? So the other thing is, right, when you're plugged into a battery pack, I can't actually put the phone down, right? Because I have to hold it. So that's another thing. I didn't think that out because I'm only on, what am I on? Oh, I'm on 46%. So that's not too late. I'm just going to charge a little bit more because that way I don't actually have to hold the phone. I can just put the phone up against, something. And while I'm painting. So yeah, I'm not going to paint the bridge, guys, the pier. I'll put that away. But I am going to have a snack because I brought snacks with me. So let's have a snack. We'll find the snack. Uh-huh. Snacks. Got to have snacks, guys. Snacks. Snacks. Don't drop the snacks, Dora. There we go. We have some macadamia nuts. Yum. It's a beautiful day. Absolute beautiful. Yeah, the clouds are nice, aren't they? Really nice. It's really beautiful here. A lot of people come out, especially on the weekends. It's quite busy on the weekends. You know what they do here that's really interesting? Once a year, they actually have a long, they put tables in the middle here and they have a long dinner. So they're kind of raising money for some kind of charity, but it's basically in summer and they put tables all the way along, all the way going all the way down. And I think they call it the longest dinner or something. So obviously you don't want it to be raining. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to start packing up to go to my paint session. I might chuck my tea away there. Make sure that's on properly.
I don't get how you begin.
Just putting my tea away. All right. All right. We're going to go over this way. Kind of see that there? There's a bit of a, I guess the rocks have fallen down, but bit of an avalanche. It's become a bit of like a rock waterfall, I call it. I think I'm going to sit there and paint. But guys, I actually think I'm not going to take you guys with me. I just think it's too hard. Plus, I need to go to the toilet and I might come back at the end and do a live stream and just show you the end of my painting. But a lot of you guys, it'll be a bit bored. You'll just hear me talking about painting and critiquing myself. Always critiquing myself, going, oh, I should do that better. I can't do that, can't do that. And then I keep on telling myself, you can do it, Dora, you can. That's pretty much how I paint, guys. See you, Mum. I'm glad you got to see the Sandgate Pier or the Shorncliffe Pier, Mum. And remember some fun times. But yeah, what a beautiful day. What a great day to be alive, right? Just so beautiful. Indora style, guys. I'm going to finish with a dance, guys, because I just feel like it's a nice place to dance. Let me get my tripod up. I'll wait till this lady goes past because she'll be like, what the hell are you doing? Most people will say, what the hell are you doing? All right. So, back in the day, they would have been dancing like this. Dora, completely different. Yeah. and the jetty can't handle my dancing. Anyway, guys, I had to, that had to be done, right? Dancing on a jetty, jumping for joy on the jetty. Anyway, thanks guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed my antics today. We went on a little bit of an adventure. We did the beach walking, we did a bit of gardening. We went to a place we've never walked before. I took you to a place that you've never been before. We had a story from my mum. We had a love story from my mum. That was lovely. There was a bit of dancing, a bit of a jumping for joy. We had a bit of a picnic. We had a cup of tea. There's some macadamia nuts. And I'm going to finish off with a painting. So thanks for joining. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you guys, and enjoy the rest of your night or evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye from the Shorncliffe Pier in southeast Queensland. Absolutely gorgeous. So see you guys. I'm going to the bathroom and I'm going to do some painting. See you guys. Bye.